Blends here with an overview of first day of week 8. This is my last day before starting the intensity cycle. Not a great day for squats. Only worked up to 545 for a set of 4. Incline bench was a little better with 325. Worked up to 655 on some deadlifts, and worked with 405 for my bench work on floor press. So not my best day, but definitely not my worst day either. Squats just didn't feel great on this day. I don't know, for whatever reason I was a little beat up. This is the weight that I did for 5s for pause squats just 2 days before. And so that's how it goes sometimes. You'll feel a little bit more beat up than other days, and you just got to roll with it, and that's how it is. So instead of trying to work up, I was actually expecting to get closer 585 to the 600-pound range. Decided to just go with 545 since that's what I had this day. That's what I did. And it was just feeling more beat up. As I worked through the sets, I started to feel a little bit better. But with the intensity block coming up, I realized that I was going to have plenty of time to push it hard. And that 545 for 2 sets of 5 on pause squats did really tax me. And so I need to work on my T-bands a little bit, roll out, so I'll be ready to go for the next workout. Here you see this is the last set I recorded. First set, I was actually kind of so sore I didn't record, and I even forgot to pull my knee sleeves all the way up. I didn't notice till after the set was done that I hadn't put my knee sleeves on even. So, some people think the knee sleeves add a lot. I think maybe they add maybe 5-10 pounds. Nothing drastic. That might have to do with my squat style, but I just don't see a ton out of the knee sleeves. Some people are saying maybe 20 or 30. I don't know about that. This was a PR as far as what I've tracked on Incline, and these really moved pretty well. I think I probably have a little bit more in me as far as Incline goes, so making some improvements there. I'm hoping that'll translate over to my bench press. Sumo form, still working on it. Haven't trained Sumo before, where I've been doing it after squats, and so this is a new sort of training strategy for me. I'm definitely more taxed going into these movements, especially since I do low bar kind of wide stance squats. It's a lot of the same muscle groups as a sumo deadlift. And so some of these moved pretty slow. You saw that one move pretty slow. There were a couple that were like that. I think this was my second set with 655 before I dropped it down to 605 to finish out the day. And you'll see how slow this moves off the floor. But got through the reps. This is kind of the weight I wanted for this day. Hoping to move into the 675 and maybe close to the 700-pound range for some of the work in the intensity block. So we'll see how that goes. But that was a pretty slow rep right there. And need to work on some back angle and when to lock out my knees, when to lock out my hips. I think you'll be able to see maybe from this some of these side angle shots that my hand starts to open up my right hand when I'm locking out the weights because my forearm is running into my quad because I'm not locking out in an optimal format. So need to work on back angle, need to work on how far my shoulders are retracted, a couple of things that I just need to get dialed in for my sumo form, and hopefully we'll be able to do that in the next few weeks. This weight that you see here for the rest of these sets is 605. And this moved better, but it was still pretty heavy for the day, and that shows me how taxed I was. I think that rep there probably moved the best for the day. So this is the last deadlift set I recorded, and I don't know, it moved okay. It was starting to get back into the groove a little bit on sumos, but it's such a technical lift. If you're a little bit off, it really makes it quite a bit more difficult to sumo, and you'll see there how that right hand opens up. So I got to make sure I get my grip squared away. Finished out with some floor press here. You see 405. I've lifted more than this on floor press in this training cycle, but again, accumulating fatigue has just built up. So that was what I had for the day. Keep putting in that hard work, and you're going to reap those rewards. That's something that I've been putting a lot of work in right now to the coaching. So if you've put in an application, filled out that form, just check your email. Make sure I haven't sent you something. I've only sent it to a few people, but I haven't heard back from a couple. So make sure if you are on that form, you check your email every once in a while. And I'm looking forward to starting with the clients that have already gotten back to me on that. And if you want to get your name on that list, get it on now. It's already live, the form, and I'll link it in the description box below. In any case, hope wherever you're at, you're doing well. Blessings.